We've got battling and Grand Prixing to do. Justin sent me a guide for this, and I'll be real, it wasn't like super helpful. to call it what it is, I am gonna pull it back up though, because apparently the team that you sign with is actually like the most important aspect. So I'm gonna go back and see if I can find that guide that he sent me. This might be useful. Hang on, let me try this real quick. I evidently got to do it faster than that. Champion, yeah, we'll do that. I don't think the player matters. I think I can be whoever I want to. It's the team is the ultimate. The club team is who I want to be. Club. Okay. I guess my actual, like, person doesn't super matter. We'll do HS. Try and stay out of the dirt, which when we did our practice run last week, didn't go so well for us. Also interesting that this is another racing game where two-player perspective regardless. Ah, crap. Of if you're playing single player or not. Which is a little disorienting, not gonna lie. End of the season. Not gonna be super concerned with where I place. Just see all the tracks, get to the end, yeah, that kind of thing. And it looks like we qualified 5th, so that's not bad, considering we didn't even qualify like last time I played this. I don't know where the sweet spot is for boosting off the start. Probably as close to the red as you can get without actually dipping into it, but I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. What's up, Justin? How's it going, man? I can't stay out of the dirt. We qualified 5th, but I think we're going to finish last. Oh, we definitely are, because I just crashed into a wall and died. Nice. We're racing the Vatican? Sure. Like, does this have, like, any setups, like, at all? Okay, maybe. Looks like it has, like, a little bit. Downforce. All the way down. Steering. Quick. Hard tires. Don't worry about suspension. Engine spec 1. Automatic 6. All right, sure. We'll go with that. See how she does. At least the music's good. It's kind of one of those like core tenets of a racing game, right? You gotta have good music. Oh, we is getting some speed now. Good Lord, what a straightaway. I don't know why I'm so hung up on just really getting tickled at the notion of racing Indy cars in the Vatican. Time up. Fifth again. Whoa. How did you all crash like at the start? What the fuck happened? Well, we about died again. Oh, it's raining. I ain't got my wet tires on. I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, it was fine until I crashed into the wall again, which I have a feeling is just how all of these races are going to end. Just to be completely open and honest about the situation, I think we are going to wreck on every track and not finish a single race in this entire circuit. Gonna get into one of those like legitimate discussions on whether or not I actually beat the game in any real capacity. But at this point in time in my career, I don't care. Seeing everything that the game has to offer in most circumstances is within the spirit of the challenge, I think. This is not the first game that this has been the case with. The game is always in two-player mode. Even if I'm the only one playing, which I am on the left side of the screen. The right side of the screen is my quote-unquote teammate, which could be controlled by a human player, but since it's not, it is controlled by the CPU. There is no way to disable it. So it is always in two-player mode. Yeah, it's very strange. I don't like it, but, you know, there's nothing really I can do about it, so. It is what it is, baby. No, because this was HAL Labs, I believe. The other game was Top Gear, and I don't know, I think Top Gear was Chemco? But I actually don't remember offhand. Into me. Also a little silly that it rains on every track. Because they want to force you to, like, go into the pit and change your tires to deal with the rain. Like, I'm not just gonna, like, sit here and rag on this. For what it is, it's fine. There's just... down to the nitty-gritty of it. It's just not a game for me. It's simple as. No real need to belabor the point. We can go down in the history books as the worst IndyCar driver that ever existed. And then I think I will be content to move on. What in the fuck does that mean? Oh Lord, that is what that means. music slaps and the frame rate's consistent. That's what I got. What does science name? Top Gear. Good Lord. And I've never watched an IndyCar race in my life. Is it like normal for there to be just like a huge fucking multi-car pile up at the start of a race? Like I can't assume so, but it happens every race in this game. Happens more often than you think. Interesting. Skill issue? I say comfortably from my computer chair. Made of speed. You're close. I'm not made of speed. I am the maid of speed, as in, like, I clean up speed. I am in, like, a little French gown, sweeping up the track of leftover speed. In order to do that, you're going to have to be faster. At what? Everything. Just all of it. Crashed in the wall and died. Weren't even close to being made by the same people. I didn't think they were. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure Hal made this. Like, I think that's who I saw on the splash screen. Get a decent racing wheel. Yeah, I know. Oh, Hudson. It's not Hal, it's Hudson. Hudson Soft. Okay. Let's race in Nagoya. I've been here. Not this track, but I've been here. Explain this. I'm not steering. I know the term slot car from Mario Party. I don't actually, like, know what it is. Okay, so it's, you know, as the Mario Party minigame would imply. I see. I'll check out the survival mode, I guess. I haven't been able to successfully survive a whole race the entire time I've been playing, so. What I'm saying is I don't like my odds here. I looked over, and according to the speedometer, I was going 30 miles an hour faster than the player 2, and I was not gaining any ground on him. Just figured I'd throw that little trivia nugget out there. What's up, dude? Finished the race. When his kiddo careened himself off the furniture head first. And like usually the idea is that you don't want to freak out and make a big deal out of it, because if you just leave it alone, they'll just walk it off. But the second you freak out, they'll freak out. Okay, this seems like you just go to the game over screen, like, regardless. There might be, like a victory screen or something. If I would, like, really wanted to grind this out. Just the fact of the matter is, I don't. I just don't. So we saw what the game was about. I'm good with that. YouTube won't be, but you know, we've been over that. Anyway, moving on. Let's roll some marbles. marbles do bounce really well, sometimes too well. See, that was Battle Grand Prix. Random. Twisting tumble. Goodness. This is a very blue track. I have not done Lion King yet. No, it has not come up. It is still somewhere in this giant menagerie of maniacal marbles. So it looks like we got a funnel. Splits into two pathways with cannons. Into another funnel. Oh, this is kind of a short track. Could be some chaos though, depending on how the cannons go. Alright, do we have any other picks? Any other guesses, assumptions, or assertions to make before I roll these marbles? Could be Nosferatu. DKC3. Be riding trad. Or the Terminator. Out to lunch. Rain trad wife. But it's just riding from Metal Gear Solid. That's Contra Hardcore for you. Contra Hardcore is very loud in general, but I gotta find some more racing music. Oh, there's something else I wanted to do right quick as well. While I'm thinking about it, hang on just a second. Let's get adventurous and do 63. Yeah, that works. Okay. I want marbles now. Unfortunate. Can't do marbles without good music. Oh, you know, it's hard to turn down Langresser. We can race some Langresser. All right. Hang on, let me find the track. I'm on the wrong side. All right, I've teased you enough. Roll the marbles! Oh, here they go. The slow, twisty spiral. Smacking and clacking and twisting and rolling and falling all down into the hole. Let's see. On the right-hand side, we've got... looking like Double Dragon 5. On the left, we've got Imperium. I don't know anything about Imperium, but I've played Double Dragon 5. Not exactly the cream of the fighting game crop, but, you know, we would get through it relatively quickly anyways. But out of the first funnel, we've got Frantic Flea, followed by Adam's Family, looking like NBA All-Star Challenge on the side. But someone could get a sick bounce and get ahead of the curve. Well, the rest of these are taking their sweet ass time. Out of the launch. Oh, but everybody got jumbled up. Oh, who's gonna be the first to actually like land on the platform? Oh, and it is the Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I was not expecting the gum up there at the end, but it absolutely shuffles up the whole ass order. Let the rest of these slow pokes roll in. We'll take a look at the top 10. Of course, our winner being Great Circus Mystery, starring Mickey and Minnie. Followed by Bulls versus Blazers in the NBA playoffs. Frantic Flea, Shanghai 2, Dragon Tide, Doom Troopers, Imperium, College Football 97, The Road to New Orleans, NBA All-Star Challenge, Metal Marines, and Oscar.